Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, she says, looking cautiously at the monitor, where I half have my equipment back up and running. The one where it looks down on my hands, not quite as good at the moment, a little bit like I'm in a fish tank, but there's a camera, we're recording, we're halfway there. Absolute massive kudos to my brother for sticking it out. Oh my god, I mean, that was 2 days. 2 days when he should have been working, actually. And 2 days when he was working and doing this at the same time. Amen. Right. It's a lot. Technology is a lot, isn't it? It's great when it's great, and then when it goes, it's not great at all. So, let's see what's happening. I don't have the moon diary up here, actually, which I should have. But hey, we can't have it all. The wheels are slightly coming off, but we're just going to go with it. Okay. Like that, is it? Well, at least they're not all in the reverse. Small mercies. I'm not doing reversals, actually. I'm not feeling it, so that's good. There's a real courage over adversity thing going on in this reading, which I can highly relate to. I mean, it is not exactly the biggest problem in the world when your technology goes compared with the things that it could be wrong. And I was definitely having those thoughts, you know, when you need to check in with yourself and be like, yeah, worse things happen to people than that, Gemma, so come on. So, but there is something here on a more universal level about overcoming adversity and, well, that's your overall energy card, the Five of Wands. I call it putting out little fires every day. It very much tunes into this Mercury retrograde shadow energy, and anybody who knows about, I think Neptune's going retrograde, and possibly there's another one, isn't there? Let me know. It feels like a thing. It feels like one of those everything's going retrograde type waves. So let me know if you have any knowledge about that. Thank you very much. This card I do have knowledge about. It's not big stuff. It's that retrograde kind of, oh my god, frustration. I've got to do this. I'm managing this. Then I've got to do that. It's a little bit like when you're looking after a lot of preschoolers. You know, I don't know if you've ever done that. It's hard. I mean, anyone who does that for a living is underpaid because you have to have eyes in the back of your head, don't you? This is happening over there. When you're paying attention to that, someone's peeing themselves over there or whatever they're doing, you know, drawing on the wall or whatever. So imagine your life is a bunch of preschoolers that you have to sort of manage, and I'm not going to say control because you can't. We're not completely in control. Parts of our destiny, life, personality, whatever, are doing whatever it wants. So it's like going with the flow, but at the same time putting out the fires, but also not standing in our own way so that we get, you know, well, if that fire came this time and I make this strategy, then it'll never happen again, you know. It probably will. That's the thing, isn't it? It's never over and it never gets done. So we're kind of making the best of living in this in-between energy, which is telling you it never gets over and it never gets done, but it's still worth doing. I know, it's a lot. Then we have Page of Swords. I love this card today for some reason. It is a little breath of fresh air. It is moving above the mountains. Look at these mountains. I've never really seen proper mountains because, as you know, I'm not very good at any form of travel. And I live on an island. So the only way is the Channel Tunnel, which I can do and I have done, but in limited quantities, let's say. But I am fascinated by mountains. Also, I saw a documentary, I don't know if I told you, I think I did, called The Dark Wizard, about a guy who does climbing. God, if you get the chance, it's a 4-parter, so it's like you could lose, if you feel like losing a whole weekend, you know, bed rotting or whatever they call it, maxing the bed rot, do that. Do that. So, Page of Swords, a breath of fresh air, the air above the mountains, this crystal clear. It could be coming as a thought, it could be coming as some kind of clarity about where you want to be, where you want to go, the reality of it, building the future, it's investment, it's meat and potatoes, the Ten of Pentacles, you know, it's dinner on the table, it's paying the bills, but it's beyond that. It's also grapes on the vine, pentacles on the portico. I don't even know what a portico is. I really hope a portico is something to do with that. But you know what I'm saying, it's real tangible results. And then, I'll have to do this for YouTube. This bad boy, the devil, Pan in this case. Now, he comes up next to the Six of Wands. He is betwixt and between. So he's got the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles on either side. And this can be your insecurities, this can be, you know, the devil within, that feeling of I can't do this, or I've always been told I can't do this, or the voices from the past, or whatever it is, and it's different for everybody. It's a feeling of, I would say, powerlessness, when the power just looks different to how you previously experienced it. Channeled message. Okay, on the other side of the devil though, we've got Jason and his Argonauts, and he's got his golden fleece, and this is winner winner chicken dinner or vegan alternative, and we're liking this a lot. Six of Wands, it's the woohoo card. Woohoo! So success is possible, it just doesn't look like what you dreamed of, but those kind of successes that don't look like what you dreamed of are always better than the ones that do. Then we have Mr. Midas, the King of Pentacles, showing up. I like this very much because this is accumulation. It could be wealth, it could be energy, it could be property, it could be any of those things. And I'm also picking up for some people shame around assets. And that's something, again, with the Ten of Pentacles, with the King of Pentacles, with what gets handed down to you. You know, not for the likes of us, and we never have any money, or we have too much money, or whatever it is. There's something around shame and finances here that needs to be healed. Because there's nothing wrong with you winning. And there's nothing wrong with you filling the pot. Okay? And I would also say in this card that there's abundance for others as well. So as you become abundant, you create abundance for other people. And then finally, and this is one of the most interesting Two of Wands you'll ever find in this deck, because we've got Chiron, the wounded healer, who's lurking in the back. Now, I don't know what's happening to Chiron. I think it might be moving into Taurus, is that right? Or maybe it already did. Chiron for me is fascinating. This wounded healer, again with the devil card there, the Six of Wands, overcoming what is within, the devil within, the wounded healer, the shame, however it manifests to you. And usually it's what you cannot see, it's kind of behind you. Okay? So there's some healing for that as well, which I rather like. And I also feel like this could be a message you get. It could be this message that you're getting. It could be something you read in a book. But there's some kind of help with it. There's some kind of psychological, what's the word? Hooters. Psychological crystallization of an answer. Could come literally through the air, could come through a sign, could come through an air sign. You will know. You could read it in a newspaper if anyone still does that. You could hear it on the internet. You could hear it at a bus stop with two people talking. You could do a meditation about climbing a mountain and the answer is printed on a flag at the top. Don't know where that came from. But there is some clarity coming that's going to help. It doesn't necessarily make it look like the thing that you pictured, because that's not actually clarity. What it does is it shows you what you need to see. Gosh, That was good. I enjoyed that. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.